Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to FX Fabric. Yeah, today is Thursday, and we are right after elections. US elections were yesterday. Congratulations, guys, to those who are supporting Donald Trump, and of course, very sorry to those who are supporting Kamala Harris. But Donald Trump won the elections, and the markets were wild even during the elections. Yeah, so we saw a lot of movement in the markets yesterday and the day before yesterday during the elections, and it was quite wild, guys. Yeah, so today we are going to break down the markets and see what we should expect, and actually break down to try to explain actually what happened. What happened to some markets we expected to move the other way, and they did exactly the opposite. Because US elections, they're like forms. The way they affect the market is quite wild. I'm beginning with the dollar. Let's, of course, as usual, begin from a top-down analysis. We can actually begin from the daily. And guys, just look at this. Seriously, look at this. Gold has been moving up, 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 up. And prior to the US elections, it started to drop, consolidated a little right before the US elections. And once yesterday that was the 5th, you can see on the 5th, it settled around and consolidated a little. And right, I think that was before actually Donald Trump was announced president. And as you can see yesterday, when Trump was announced president, look at what happened to gold. Gold just dropped massively. It dropped so massively. You can see one candle covered how many days? Let me see how many candles. One, well, we can consider all this as one candle, two candles, three candles, four candles. Wow, almost five candles in one day. So that is elections for you. Such important events that happen in the United States, they really have a massive impact on the market. Because if you are to explain gold weighted over the dollar, what does that mean? That any positive news which come out in the USA, which will increase the strength of the dollar, what does that mean? That means the strength of gold reduces. The stronger the dollar gets, the weaker gold gets. But sometimes it happens that the dollar gets stronger, but gold still gets stronger. And that just shows you that there is some kind of artificial injection of strength in the dollar. But today, dollar fell. That was actually yesterday when Donald Trump was announced the winner of the elections. And yeah, you can see that gold fell. You can actually see the volume here of how many sellers stepped in, anticipating a stronger dollar. And you may not be surprised if you see a continued drop of the price of gold due to an anticipation of the strength of the dollar going further up. Why does this have an effect? Let's actually, before we break gold down further, let's look at other markets and show you how the elections actually affected other markets. Let's look at Euro USD, and you will see right after, you can see the same thing. Same thing. The Euro USD was on a march to the top. It had a mini uptrend here. But look at what happened once Donald Trump was announced the president. The Euro USD fell down. Why? Because of the anticipated strength in the dollar. Why is Donald Trump's win connected with anticipated strength in the dollar? That is just simple. The guy has come all along saying he will put more tariffs on any kind of imports into the United States. He will go actually and fight China. Anything China like comes from China to the United States, this guy wants to put on almost 100 to 200% tariffs. Yes, this is against global trade, of course, but on the US side, it's good news because the American people have been, well, according to them, they have been mistreated a lot as the United States, as a country. That many countries come and dump their goods to the United States and they agree buy anything which every country brings to them. But when it comes to the reciprocal part for them to sell their goods to other parts, any other countries, these guys have been taxed high taxes. Europe does that. Any other country in the world does that. But the United States almost has had a tax-free regime for almost all countries. Now, when you increase taxes on all imports which are coming in from any other country, what does that mean? That increases the strength of your economy. It means more taxes. It means a bigger budget for everything in the economy, which in turn increases industry, trade within the country, and thus brings up the resulting strength in the dollar. So as you guys can see, the Euro USD confirmed that. Let's look at GBP USD. Exactly. You can see GBP USD, same thing, massive red candle right after Donald Trump was announced president. Let's look at nasdaq US 100. Wow, you can see when you go back to define the nasdaq, these are the 100 biggest tech companies in the US. It rose actually in the past 3 days. It's been rising. Past 2 days, it's been rising. Yesterday, after Trump was announced president, you can see what happened. A massive explosion to the top. A massive rise in the price of the Nasdaq, which indicates good buyer sentiment. It indicates that these people are very bullish on this market and have positive. They have positive expectations for the Nasdaq, which is all as a result of positive expectations for the US dollar. And of course, the stronger the US dollar gets, the stronger the companies within the Nasdaq. That includes Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Amazon, all those big tech companies, Facebook, Google, what else? Alphabet, Microsoft. They are all included within this weighted top 100 companies. Of course, if you look at US 500, it includes all those top 500 companies, but not only tech companies, but all other companies. Let's look at US 500. S&P 500, the same story happened yesterday, and this may show you on what we may anticipate on these markets. You can see the same story, a lot of buyer sentiment stepped in these markets. And as you can see, most of these markets we've been on an uptrend, and I believe after Trump coming in, if once he is actually once he's sworn in as president and he really delivers on his promises of concentrating on the US market, US wow, look at US 30. Oh my god, holy crap. This is Dow Jones for those who don't know US 30, and look at this. How many days do you see this? When you look back, I don't think we've ever had a candle of this magnitude. Look at it, guys. Oh my god. Look at it. Look at it. We've never. Wow. Wow. The last time we had such a candle, look at here. Maybe this is close. You can see. We've not had it in a long time, guys. Such a candle of such magnitude in one day. Well, maybe here too. It's been a few times we've had such movement in the market, and you can see what happened. Now, after this massive movement, guys, stop looking for sales in this market. Wait for the market to give you a good entry point to get in and buy. This just shows you a positive sentiment to the top. We are in for the buys. If you're trading today and you didn't stay away this week, look for the buys in this market. The same thing applies for US 100. Let's see, US 100. Yeah, you should be looking for the buys, guys, because we actually broke through the previous high. You saw we had trouble breaking through it. The first time we came, it got rejected off it. The second time we came, got a second rejection. And this time we had a candle which actually closed above it. And today we're actually continuing to the top. So if I am you, the only thing I would look out for is buys. Break this bucket down. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. If we can find actual entries. So let's see. We could consider this area as, because if you visit some of my videos in the I posted back, I actually showed you how to trade US 100 and US 30. It moves from zones to zones. So I would look at this point as a potential point of retest. and for the market to come back to retest this area. And also this, let's see, yeah, this area here, you can see, I would say this area actually around here. You can see how it got tested more than once. So these are the two potential areas I'll be looking at for the market to come and bounce off to take off. But considering the magnitude of the buys, you can see actually on the volume here, a lot of buyers stepped into this market. And yeah, it may not even actually retrace. But I would look out for retracement here. And once we get here, close, I trade on the hourly, get a nice bullish candle which closes bullish here after a rejection on this level. If it doesn't reject this level and doesn't give us a massive bullish candle closing after this level, then we would look at the next level around here. You can see this level around here for it to get rejected. So guys, that is US 100. Let's look at gold also. What should we anticipate? But you can see the effects of US elections on the markets. It's quite astounding, man. Yeah. So gold, we actually made some money off yesterday. Yesterday I was quite busy, but once I came and I opened my charts, I was seeing this movement taking off. And I made off this 1-to-1, but the trade, I placed 4 trades actually. I closed 2 trades here, and now I have 2 trades running, which I will close. Of course, I'll look at the price action. If I get a massive rejection here, then I'll close those trades. But in the meantime, I'm still holding because I have expectations for this market to continue falling. Gold to continue falling and reach my TP2 around this place. Actually, you can check out my channel, check out the shorts, one of the shorts I posted yesterday. That was the gold we had in the trade we had in gold. We banked off 4k from that trade. Now we have a few more trades left open, and I'll give you an update today once I close those trades. Okay, Euro USD, it's been long I traded it, but sometimes we get some good opportunities off it. And as you guys can see, I was bullish on Euro USD for some time. You can see after Euro USD gave us this movement up here, I was quite bullish, made some money off these movements here. But I was surprised seeing this because, well, people anticipated Donald Trump to win, but I didn't know that his win would mean a big good sentiment for the US dollar. And guys, this is what we saw. The Euro USD fell, which probably will continue falling for some time because Trump now has won. What is all left is for him to get sworn in, and once he gets sworn in, then expect trouble to come up for Europe, for China. I don't know about Russia, but Europe and China, they are going to get some trouble from our guy Donald Trump. Okay. So I would look out for sales on the Euro USD. We are having a mini retracement here, and what area would we look out for? As you can see, we had this. This is actually trend line. So I would expect this market to come back and retest this trend line. If it crosses through it, continues to rise. I use my 100. This is a 100 EMA, so it could come all along and then touch this 100 EMA around this level before it goes back to drop down. This actually may happen during New York Open. I'm reviewing this during London Open. So yeah, let's look at GBP USD again. We already saw what happened to it. Same story happened to it yesterday, and yeah. And guys, as you can see, the same story here. We should be looking for sales in this market. Actually, I would look at this area. This is a supply zone, and when this guy comes to test this area, my stop loss will definitely be above here, and then continue to sell. Yeah, there is no way you should be buying this market because look at, guys, just look at it. You see, so I would wait for this market. Let me draw these lines for you here so that you don't say I'm just saying a bunch of stuff. You see, so this is the zone I would look at, and it's actually approaching it very soon. I am reviewing this during London time, so London time may push this market all the way up to here, and during New York time we may expect this market to drop all the way from this level back to the bottom. And actually, if you put a Fibonacci here, I am sure this is a 0.6, that level exactly. You can see our fib, if you put it here, this is exactly 0.62. You see, so during New York Open, I believe this market will drop again from here back to the bottom. But this may actually happen even before New York Open. So price action is king. If you trade, you should know the art of watching the market and not trading. Just watch it and see. Once it comes to your zone of interest, then you go. Guys, always remember that if the market comes to your zone of interest and blows through it, closes above this area, you have no trade. Your bias has been annihilated. You understand? If your bias here was a sell and the market comes, blows through it, and then comes to test these highs here, then with your bias is out, you're going against your own bias. But of course, you have to be dynamic. Look at the price action and trade accordingly. But if you're not confident, the best thing is to do is to stay away once your bias has been blown out of the waters. Okay. US100, we've seen it. What other market can we look at? BTC, USD. I trade it sometimes. Let's see. BTC USD. Wow, it exploded to the top. Now, look at this. Gold fell. Meanwhile, Bitcoin rose. What does that mean? That simply tells you that the rise in the price of the dollar is, I can't say it's fake, but it has less confidence in it, because when people go for Bitcoin, when people go for these other cryptocurrencies, their confidence in the US dollar is quite low. And but this sends actually mixed signals, because normally gold rises together with Bitcoin, but this time gold fell and Bitcoin rose. A lot of factors affect gold which differ from Bitcoin, because many central banks are buying gold right now. And actually, when Donald Trump starts a trade war which will affect other countries, you will see the price of gold actually going even higher. But that doesn't mean here is how it will be. Gold will go higher because many other countries are scared. They will stock on more gold reserves because they don't trust the US dollar anymore as a reserve currency. The US dollar will get stronger, and the stronger the US dollar, the weaker other currencies become. So that, what does that mean? Euro USD will fall further, but gold will rise. You see, although all of them are weighted against the gold, but Euro USD, GBP USD, any currency which is weighted against the US dollar, any other further strength in the US dollar, those currencies will fall. But their fall and those countries, their loss of trust in the US dollar will increase their likelihood of securing other more secure assets like gold, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies, silver, actually, platinum, securing all these other potential alternative forms of securing what? Monetary funds. So that is the outlook of the market in the next year to come, and that is what you should expect, guys. Gold will still continue to go higher, but currencies against the dollar may continue to fall, and this creates a cascade, one fueling the other. As currencies continue to fall against the dollar, they lose their confidence in the dollar, because the dollar is exporting, the United States is exporting inflation to other countries. They lose their trust in it. And what happens? They further stock on more gold, and other metals for security. You see, so the fall in gold won't last quite long, but we should expect gold after some time, the same just like Bitcoin did, to resume the uptrend. For the Bitcoin, with what we are looking at right now, as you can look at these graphs here, we may come back to retest this level here. As you can see, it blew through it, came back to retest it a little, and we may see the market come back. Let me see here. We have this level over here. There is a supply zone over there. We may come back to retest it and take off again, or I can't even say or, because we've looking at this from the bigger picture. This was actually a retest which has been successfully completed. Look at it. Let's look at the daily. Guys, sorry for the many lines, but you will understand them. On the daily, as you can see, guys, we were in a bullish flag here for a long time. That was from February this year all the way up to October, the end of October this year. And then we broke through it. You can see here, we broke through this bullish flag, came back to retest it here. We still broke through this and then came back for another second retest. There is what we call a second retest. So how many days did this second retest take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the price exploded. You can see. So after exploding through this, you can actually draw on this you can draw on this candle a fib line and anticipate where this market is going to turn around. You can see around this same level. Wow, just look at it, around this same level. So there is a possibility that this market will turn around here and continue to the top. You can see. So guys, that is Bitcoin for you. So let me take out this line so that everything will be clear. Okay, so for those who trade fair value gaps, somebody will actually find a fair value gap inside here to trade, but this is how I trade. I see a supply zone there, and it coincides with my fib level of 0.62. And what else? There are a lot of indications which show that. And this is a massive bullish engulfing candle. It engulfed how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles all at once. So Bitcoin, you should be looking for the buys. Once you get a positive, go back to your time frame you trade on. I trade on the 1 hour. So all I would look out for is I would watch this area here. Once the market comes back into my zone of interest around here, and then gives me a good morning star bullish engulfing candle, a spinning bottom already, or a good hammer around here, I definitely would get into the buys and then target this area first. Let me show you how it would look like. So definitely I would have my stop loss around here, and target this. My first target will be there. You can see. But if you are a scalper, you don't need to target that far. As you get in on the lower time frame, let's say 15 minutes, you can find smaller targets. You see. So yeah. Somebody could target this area here, target this area here until you go all the way to the top. But for those who hold trades for quite long, which I would advise doing to do in what? In Bitcoin, because the possibility of Bitcoin hitting $80,000 per Bitcoin and even more. I was anticipating actually to reach up to this price. So its possibility of reaching all those highs is quite high. So you can just take one trade here, take another trade on the next retracement, continue taking other trades like that till the market turns around. And imagine how much profit you would have made off that market. Okay, so guys, that is all for today. I think we've covered enough markets. Don't forget to click the like button, guys, and also subscribe to my channel, FX Fabric. Guys, I give out signals, sniper entry signals. So check out my Telegram channel. Just go to the description of my account. Check out my profile on YouTube. You'll find links to my account, my Telegram channel, and take use of those signals. I give sniper entry signals, sometimes one signal a day. Most cases they are 1 to 2, 1 to 3 trades, and even 1-to-1 trades. Most times we always hit our TP1. So even if you target 1-to-1 and you just leave alone TP2, TP3, you are still guaranteed a 70% success rate with my signals. Just go and check out my channel and confirm that. And guys, I always have mentorship. I do mentorship for those who are interested. My mentorship is 6 months, and I don't do anything less, because I consider anything less to be not enough. It's not enough for somebody to learn how to trade. Well, trading is, you should take it as a profession. If you're learning how to trade and you're not ready to dedicate enough amount of time for you to trade, to learn how to do it, then I don't think you should expect a lot of results from it. But anyway, guys, if you want me to trade for you, reach out to me. Check out my my channel description. You'll find my contacts there. Shoot me a message, and I will trade for you. We do 50-50 split. I only need access to your MT5 account, so no access to your funds. The only thing we need is access to your trading MetaTrader 5. We trade any profits that come off 50-50 we share. Okay, and guys, that's all for now. So look out for more videos from my channel. I always post videos about market analysis and what to expect within the week. So see you guys soon. Have a nice trading week. Bye bye.